Anderson Cooper, AC360, CNN weeknights 10 Eastern.
You're in Gulfport, Mississippi right now, where they've actually seen a big uptick in the number of turtles coming in.
They have. You know, we visited this place probably 2 months ago at this point, and now things are certainly ramping up. They get oiled mammals in here, and that would include dolphins. They haven't seen many of those that they've had to deal with, at least alive. But the turtles, a number of turtles have ramped up. We're inside the Institute for Marine Mammals Studies, and these are just some of the turtles that have been brought in oil. Look at that magnificent creature. These are so cool when you see them alive in person, and especially when they're taken out of the water. Got a couple of handlers that are here with me. Megan and Becky handle these turtles on a daily basis. Becky, why don't you grab this one and tell us exactly what kind of turtle this one is? Oh yeah, he's a flapper, that's for sure.
This is a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, and they are endangered in the Gulf of Mexico.
And okay, so how long has this particular animal been with you guys in rehabilitation? I mean, is he going to snap at me if I get too close? You keep moving him closer to me.
I'm sorry. Possibly, if you get close to his head. This guy has been with us for around 2 to 3 weeks.
And what's the prognosis as far as how long he'll be with you before he's released back into the wild?
Not really sure. It's actually up to our veterinarian, but the prognosis is very well.
But he looks better in your opinion?
Yes.
From when you first got it. He certainly looks incredible there. So compare that, guys, and I think we have some video of what these animals look like when they're actually oiled before they're brought to these facilities, and it's just heart-wrenching. So to be able to see this transformation from when we rescue these animals to when they're released, and that pelican piece that we shot yesterday was certainly an incredible experience for me. And then seeing these amazing creatures as well is quite unique. All right, Megan's handling this little guy, and he's a little feisty one as well. What kind of, Becky, we have you mic'd. What kind of a turtle is this right here?
This is a loggerhead sea turtle.
So this is pretty common in the Gulf of Mexico, is it not?
They are fairly common.
All right, so as far as the texture of the shell, how does it differ from, say, the loggerhead or the Kemp's Ridley?
They do have a fairly smooth shell, but this guy obviously has a bumpy shell.
Yeah, he does. I mean, it just looks like a dinosaur in many respects. And then this little guy right here, I was going to pick him up before we came here, and you're like, he's a little feisty, so you want to keep your fingers away from his mouth. But the backside of his shell is just so cool. Look at that. It's just like artwork back there. What kind of animal is this?
This is a hawksbill sea turtle.
And what are they known for typically in the Gulf of Mexico? I mean, they all do the same thing. They eat little fish, they eat crabs, they eat oysters.
Exactly right. He eats all of those animals.
Oh, he doesn't look too happy. Put him back. I'm sorry, guy. I'm sorry we did that to you. Anyway, Anderson, so they've got 17 right now here that they're rehabilitating. Across the Gulf of Mexico, there's been over 100 that have been taken in, and there have been a number of turtles that have been found dead, and that's the sad part of this story. And the numbers, as you well know, that we'll never know about that have perished in this oil spill, and that is the unseen toll for sure.
Yeah, it's great to see the before, though, and the after pictures to see what can be done for them. Rob, appreciate it.